good thing about some of this. Is that the special vein of master? Finally! And now sounds from afar. Like maybe okay. Of course I'm going to do this before if I do the story in the semi-view. How do some of you guys say similar? I can't even know what I'm talking about.
Let me just confirm. Yes, all tasks on the checklist are complete. Traveler, Paimon, we are grateful for your assistance. Thank goodness you were able to come as soon as we contacted you. Who knows how we would have coped with all these commissions otherwise?
It was nothing. The last couple of days have been pretty busy, but it was all super easy stuff, like delivering and escorting goods. When we heard that you were short on people, we thought we were going to be in for another long and drawn-out adventure.
Being the seasoned adventurers that you are, it's true that you are suited to work of a much higher caliber than your recent assignments. However, this situation is unavoidable in Mondstadt at this time of year.
And it became nighttime.
Huh? Why's that?
That's right. This is the ideal season for harvesting crops and fruits. And for the wine capital of Teyvat, it's also the all-important winemaking season. Farmers are anxious to sell off their fresh produce, and all the major wine merchants are seeking to purchase top-quality ingredients to make new product.
Ah, well, no wonder we keep hearing people talking about wine these days.
Huh? What do you mean? Seriously?
Thanks?
Yes, I swear I'm not making this up. The acting Grand Master wants everyone to gather at headquarters in the main hall. Hurry! We need to leave right now or we'll be late!
Hey, wait up!
That's new. On a night.
Why do those two knights look so flustered?
Hello.
Well, hello there. If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. What a rare pleasure.
Talking number 88, get it right.
Kaya! Just the person we need! Why is everyone running off to the Knights of Favonius headquarters all of a sudden?
And now help.
Don't worry. This isn't one of those occasions where you need to come to everyone's rescue. All that's happened is that the Knights of Favonius have just received a letter from the Grand Master. Acting Grand Master Jean will be convening a meeting in the main hall shortly to go through it.
Whew. Well, that's a relief. Wait, hold on a second. What did you say again?
A letter from the Great Master.
The Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius? Isn't that Varka? The leader of that legendary expedition?
Like, we never heard anything from her. Maybe they are one step ahead.
So, what did Varka say in the letter? How's the expedition going? When are they getting back?
Oh, so interested in our Grand Master all of a sudden? Never knew you were such a gossip.
It's only normal, isn't it? Bet you'd be curious too if there was someone you'd heard loads about but never met. Even Master Jean says he's a living legend. Oh, pretty hard not to get hyped up after hearing that.
Wonder what element he's gonna be.
Besides, the expedition has been going on for ages, and we still never heard a single thing about what they're up to.
Except the one, commission quest.
The acting Grand Master is very gracious in her appraisal. Varka brought quite a bit of trouble to those around him on the road to becoming a legend. I'll have to tell you about it sometime. Anyway, since this has piqued your interest, why don't you join me at headquarters? And we'll see what the letter says. We do miss our honorary knight, after all. It's been quite a long time since your last visit.
Sure, let's go and see what it's all about. Bye, Catherine! See you soon!
All right. Take care now.
Sounds from afar. Oh. Which reminds me, I was trying to pull for a sign today. Like, wow, I never knew. Like, I'm just waiting for him to say stuff first. As a leader of our mantra General Mahamata, Sano is well known to everyone in academia. Students need to arrest those who violate rules and regulation, to manage illegal studies, or discipline of the academia. Nevertheless, officials feel that this General Manhunter does nothing but undermine academic progress, but he scientific research. Some even claim that he's cutting off the path to knowledge, and can be seen as death threat to any individual who could see knowledge over time. Researchers have come to shrink away from Sino silence when there's so much as see him. Wanted to have nothing to do with him, but the General Manhunter is hardly bothered by such things. If this is a public image can only default some researchers that will in no way be inconvenienced for his work. Plus, in the words that Forrest watched fans of his research cut out most researchers is doing in order to result in target with a mantra.
I'm Sino, the former General Mahamatra. Now I use my abilities to punish evil as I see fit. If you share my devotion to rules and justice, then I can lend you my strength.
Why am I hard right now? Why am I turned on?
Good deeds and bad. In the end, all will be placed upon the scales. Luck can swing the results of a single game, but it's bound to run out sooner or later. I do try to lighten the mood sometimes, but I'm not the best judge of other people's sense of humor.
He sounds completely different than what I was imagining. Good lord.
It's raining again. In some legends, thunderbolts are a form of judgment from the gods above. I love seeing everything covered in a fresh blanket of snow. There's a perfect stillness to it that's not lifeless, but calm and peaceful. The sunshine will eventually illuminate every hidden corner. Careful. The wind is picking up. A familiar sight. Get ready. It's time to go. Want me to prepare lunch today? It's fine with me, but I should warn you. I can't promise it'll be any good. Remember what I told you? There's always danger lurking in the night. So whatever you do, keep your guard up. Good night. Now, there's some criminal activity nearby that I'll go deal with. A joke? I've got just the one. There once was a traveler, stranded in the desert and dying of thirst, who in desperation prayed for a hydro slime to come their way. But the traveler didn't realize that at that very moment, a starving hydro slime was praying to meet a lone, stranded traveler. What? Not funny? Psh, I think it's hysterical.
He sounds completely different.
Up for a game of Genius Invocation TCG? I'll show you the new deck I built.
I'm just waiting for that TCG. Like, wow, that's gonna be so awesome.
I think most people understand that an excess of desire will lead to disaster. But people seldom admit that when it comes to the pursuit of knowledge, they're only willing to put it in a positive light. In my opinion, chasing after knowledge is still a form of desire, and must also be reined in. I'm fond of the shrubs that grow in the desert. The desert is a symbol of repose and solitude, and all civilizations will eventually be buried by a sandstorm. But, despite these desolate conditions, there are still signs of growth. Sometimes, I really find myself impressed by their tenacity. Huh? You want to know more about me? I suppose many people see me as a thorn in their side. But don't worry. As long as you don't do anything dangerous, you won't have any trouble with me.
Like, this is the first time I ever hear I've heard of cyber this VA, but damn, he gives on dark vibes. Like,
in my
wow.
free time, I like to play Genius Invocation TCG with other people. Being able to express so much creativity and variation within a working rule set makes it more than just a game. It's an art form.
Right? I mean, that's the same with Yu-Gi-Oh!
Rice, meat, and dried nuts, mixed with some yogurt and roasted together. What a wonderful mix of flavors. You can feel the aroma seeping out with the steam as you cut into the crispy outside. It doesn't even take very long to make. Definitely my favorite dish. The rations I take with me when traveling through the desert are usually completely tasteless. Once you've eaten enough of those, you'll be grateful for just about anything with some flavor. If I had to pick something, though, I wouldn't say I relish eating bugs or anything bug-related.
Are there any bug dishes?
Tastes great. You have my gratitude. I accept. Thank you.
And you hate my food.
Ugh. This is for me? Are you sure? I'd like to wish you a happy birthday. Though I don't have much experience with celebrations, once I realized your birthday was coming, I decided to make some preparations. First, I have this deck for you that I worked on for a few days. I think it'll really suit your style. Also, I adjusted my schedule to open up some time. So is there anywhere you'd like to go? I'd be happy to accompany you. A birthday only lasts a day, but you should take the chance to really enjoy it. Just make sure we can be back within 3 days. Surrender! Futile! Nowhere to run! You stand condemned! Guilty! Your penance is due! Through me, justice is served. Judgment is upon you. Your sins weigh upon your soul. A well-deserved find. Our perseverance has paid off. Wealth is the foundation on which civilization is built. Stronger than I anticipated. I'm used to it. Come at me again. Fall back. Don't try to act tough. I'll take it from here. As my time comes in death, a new cycle begins. My judgment has failed. Pointless. A tough crowd. Well played. Ready to do my utmost. Our mission begins. Who's our next target?
Oh, I was really ready for that. Like, I had this idea for when Ganyu and Kogumi reruns will come out. Like, luckily I waited because, like, I also want to races, like, I'm considering it today, but still, like, it's just like a, like, ugh.
Oh, that doesn't sound very good.
So let's see what's going on here.
It looks like just about everyone's here.
Hey there, cutie. Paimon. I didn't know you two would be coming. So you heard about the letter?
Yep, we ran into Kaya near the Adventurers Guild. Oh, wow. Paimon's never seen so many people in the main hall at once before. Oh, Paimon's getting kinda nervous now.
Don't get too carried away, alright? If I know the Grand Master, the fact that he has the time to be writing letters means it's probably nothing serious. It certainly won't be bad news.
Kaya's exaggerating a little, but otherwise I agree. After all, Mika's not the kind of person who'd be able to keep it hidden if something were the matter. The truth would be written all over his face.
Who's that?
Over there, look. The kid standing next to Jean in front of the staircase? He used to be a land surveyor in Eula's team. He's very talented in what he does, and a very reliable person. When the expedition team set out, the Grand Master appointed him to be the core member of the frontline team. He's the one that brought back the letter.
Please, may I have your attention, everyone? Now that we're all here, let's begin reading out the letter from the Grand Master. Mika, please, go ahead.
Yes, Master Jean.
Animal user.
Right. Hello, everybody. I am Mika, surveyor of the Reconnaissance Company. Recently, I have been taking part in an assignment with the expedition team. I will now be reading Grandmaster Varka's letter aloud for you all. To the Knights of Favonius. Greetings, everyone. This is Varka. The first thing I want to say to you all is please put your minds at ease. The expedition is safe, and all of its members are accounted for.
All but one.
Oh, that's fantastic news. My palms are sweating.
May I continue?
Go ahead, Mika.
All right. Now that your fears are allayed, I trust you'll be ready to listen to the rest of my letter. I'm writing to you from the northernmost reaches of Tevat by the light of a stove. The expedition forces are stationed here while we restock. I once told you that the purpose of this expedition was related to a dangerous secret from days long past. I am still unable to disclose more than this, but suffice to say that you needn't worry about how our mission is progressing. In the past couple of months, we received an unexpected visitor. The Fatui Harbinger known as the Captain.
The captain.
The captain?
I am fully aware of the Fatui's outrageous actions in Mondstadt in recent history. Nevertheless, the captain was not hostile towards us on this occasion.
This occasion, but future occasions.
Open parenthesis. I rather suspect that's because this time, Snezhnaya and we are in the same boat. Close parenthesis. The man hides everything under the mask he wears, so no one can know his past or his origins. However, one thing is for sure. He is as hard as iron for having the courage to challenge gods as an ordinary mortal. I don't doubt that he could even take out a ruin guard by stabbing it in its big, glowing eye with one of Klee's crayons. Open parenthesis, don't get any ideas. Close parenthesis.
Oh, fuck, I knew.
Our scouts have confirmed that the captain received orders to head for Natlon 3 days ago. We'll be able to sleep much better now that we don't need to worry about him anymore. I will admit that some of his actions have helped us, but even then, he owed us at least that much. This year's Weinlesefest must be kicking off in Mondstadt any day now. What a great pity that this year, once again, we will be unable to spend the festival together. Everyone here is always thinking back fondly upon the fine wines of Mondstadt, as well as the happy times we have spent with each and every one of you. I hope that you and all the citizens of Mondstadt enjoy the festival to the fullest. Have a few drinks on our behalf. The Dawn Winery's limited edition Weinlesefest seasonal special will do nicely. May Lord Barbados bless Mondstadt, and may the wind carry our sentiments back to your side. Varka. P.S. If you're wondering who's tougher between me and the captain, well, I'm the Grand Master. There are 10 captains in the Knights of Favonius, but only one Grand Master. Ah ha 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 ha.
Bama just
His
like...
left, not mine.
Bama just...
The letter ends here. Thank you,
everyone, for your attention.
Thank you, Mika.
Master Jean, I just noticed that there's something else written on the back of the last page. PPS. I ran out of paper, so I'll add this here. Lisa, the following is a message for you. This part seems to be from the Grand Master to Miss Lisa.
Oh, for me?
Uh-oh.
Seeing that it's a special message, Lisa, we'll discuss this in private. Everyone, as the Grand Master mentioned in his letter, the Vinelesa Fest is in just a few days. And how fortunate we are at this time to receive word that all is well with the expedition. Though they are unable to return to Mondstadt and spend the festival with us, the Vinelesa Fest will nonetheless be a major event that all of Mondstadt is looking forward to. I hope that everyone will guard your stations and perform your duties, both for our far-flung colleagues involved in the expedition and also for the hardworking people of Mondstadt. And of course, during your time off, I hope you will be able to rest, relax, and enjoy this long-awaited festival. That brings our meeting to a close. Dismissed.
Did Paimon hear that right? They ran into the Fatui's captain? Who knows what that was about? But it must have been important.
Is he the captain, like the head honcho between Harbinger number 1?
But, Fatui Schmatui! The real big deal here is the Vinelesa Fest. Sounds like there'll be loads of free food and drink. Paimon wants to hear more.
Vintage, Paimon.
Hey, cuties. How about we go and chat with Jean? You didn't get a chance to say a proper hello with so many people here.
Sounds good. All right, let's go.
Kaya? Wait, he teach us. There we go.
Hi there. You must be looking for Captain Kaya?
Actually, I was looking for you.
Wait, but what? Oh, jeez, Captain Kaya, what should I say?
Oh, Mika. How have you not changed one bit after being on the front line this long? You were just asking me about the Storm Terror incident, weren't you? Well, allow me to introduce you to the legendary Honorary Knight.
That's right. And also the legendary Paimon.
The legendary Snack.
Hi there. You guys are so strong. I'm in awe. I have to go and report in with Captain Eula now. Please excuse me.
Aww.
Aw, he just left. Well, that's too bad. Paimon was gonna ask him all about the expedition.
That is a pity, it really is. But don't take it the wrong way. The way he sees it, every pair of eyes in Mondstadt is focused squarely on you. Give it some time, and this will all sort itself out. Next time you see him, I'm sure you'll get along just fine. In fact, let me share a little secret with you. Try talking to him about exploring the wild. You'll win his trust in no time.
Thank you. Now, I wonder whether he's gonna be like which star? What star?
Can you believe the expedition party ran into the captain of the Fatui? What a relief that nothing came of it.
What's there to be afraid of? The Grand Master is there. One Grand Master should be able to take on at least, 10 captains. Wait, forget that. You shouldn't be worrying about the expedition when you've got the Knights of Favonia's charity fundraising booth that you're supposed to be organizing. So, how's it coming along?
Actually, I still haven't really decided what to sell.
Me. Hi.
Lisa, the Grandmaster's letter is just on the table. Traveler, Paimon, it's been a long time. Apologies, I didn't get the chance to talk with you during the meeting just now. If you don't have any plans in the immediate future, why not stay in Mondstadt for a while? We'll be celebrating the Vinelesa Fest very soon.
Unfortunately, once this event ends, I'm gonna have to kill with Doje.
Don't be deceived. Jean may appear very composed, but she's been missing you both terribly recently.
Lisa.
I'll leave you to catch up. I'm going to read my letter.
Can be same way as well.
Yeah, Mondstadt's where our journey began after all. We have a lot of fond memories here. Master Jean, neither of us really knows anything about this Vinelesa Fest. Could you tell us more about it?
Yes, of course. The Vinelesa Fest is an ancient Mondstadt festival just like Ludi Harpastum and Windbloom. In addition, it's the most important part of the fall. Each fall, the west wind blows in Mondstadt. Legend has it that the wonderful scent of Mondstadt's winemaking during the harvest season entices even the Animo Archon into attendance, being the great wine lover that he is.
You don't say.
No matter where he is, he will transform into a soft breeze and return to his homeland.
Yeah, that sounds like the Animo Archon, all right.
For this reason, Mondstadters call the western wind the returning wind. The Vinelesa Fest originally began as a celebration to welcome Lord Barbados on his return. In the past, every household would brew fresh wine around this time of year and keep it sealed at least until Windcoming Day during the following year's Vinelesa Fest. Uncasking the sealed wine is a symbolic way of inviting the Animo Archon to share a drink. Legend holds that if the Animo Archon is satisfied with the taste of the wine, he will summon a gentle breeze to richly bless the people.
Which bless how?
Knowing him, it was probably blessing them with more good wine the next year.
That's a good question. But there's really no way of knowing. These are very old stories. Many of the details have been lost to time.
Yep, that'll happen. Some stories change completely as they get passed down. Hence why these days, Mondstadters will get into endless arguments over what kind of flower a windbloom is.
All part of how cultural heritage is created.
Indeed. But for the time being, at least, the tradition of paying tribute to the Animo Archon on Windcoming Day is still alive and well, and the Vinelesa Fest remains a time for Mondstadters to share the joy of the harvest with one another as they partake of fine wines. This is a time of the year when many Mondstadters living away from Mondstadt return to their hometown. For those unable to return, Vinelesa Fest is the period when they miss their family and friends most keenly.
Oh, so that's why the Grandmaster wrote, "May the wind carry our sentiments back to your side."
For this year, we've joined forces with the Church of Favonius and the Adventurers Guild to host a celebration on the banks of Cider Lake, just outside of Springvale. There will also be a traditional wine market during the festival period.
Wine market?
Well, originally, it was simply a place where winemakers and farmers would come to trade in raw ingredients for winemaking. These days, it is a much grander affair. Not only will you find a range of choice wines, but seasonal fruit beverages and food items for everyone to enjoy too. A lot of people also sell secondhand goods and handicrafts at the market. The Knights of Favonius plan to use this as an opportunity to do some fundraising for needy children and elderly people in the city.
Wow, sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
If you have the time, I encourage you to take a look around. I hope you'll find it a worthwhile experience. Now, Lisa, what was the Grand Master's message to you about?
Which is?
I was just about to bring that up. The Grand Master says he wants me to handle something for him. Something to do with Razor's past.
His past?
Razor told us that he was raised by a pack of wolves in Wolvendom. He never knew his parents. In his own words, the wolf pack is his lupical, which means family.
Yes, that was as much as I knew as well. But in his letter, the Grand Master says that in the cabinet above the third bookshelf, to the right of the grandfather clock in Jean's office, there's a wooden box containing some items that Razor's parents left for him. He says it's time to give the box to Razor.
Does this mean the Grand Master knew Razor's parents?
It would seem so. The Grand Master didn't simply run into Razor one day in Wolvendom and teach him how to use a sword. No, the connection between them goes back much further.
This is why I never had him.
Wow. Well, come on, let's go find Razor. He'll be pretty excited to find out something about his true parents.
Ew. Someone's
Oh,
warning you.
cutie. Nothing escapes your eyes, does it?
Well,
For the child who never met their biological parents, this kind of conversation is always a difficult one, even for the most well-adjusted. By contrast, Razor grew up in Wolvendom and has had very limited contact with human society. Who knows whether he's ready for this or not?
I'm sure the Grand Master will have given due consideration to Razor's circumstances. Perhaps he felt that now would be the most appropriate time.
That's a good point. Okay, cuties, can I leave you to break the news to Razor?
Damn it.
He thinks of me as his teacher, so he might not open up to me if he gets upset. But you are his trusted friends. I think it makes more sense for him to hear about this from you.
Don't worry about it.
Thank you, sweetie. Try to be as encouraging as you can. Someone his age needs all the love and support they can get.
Okay, Grandfather Clog. Governor's headquarters.
Is there something else you would like to discuss? It was good of Mika to bring the letter back all this way. Knowing that everyone is safe and sound is the best encouragement I could ask for. Still, I hadn't counted on the captain making an appearance. The Grand Master has a rather unconventional way of describing things. But even then, I've never heard him give such high recognition to anyone before. If you ever encounter the captain on your own journey, be on your guard. He is not someone to be underestimated. Is there something else you would like to discuss? Mika tells me that rather than rejoining the expedition party, Grand Master told him to return to his post in Eula's reconnaissance company after delivering the letter. Land surveyors are usually situated in the vanguard of an army on the move and are tasked with exploring previously uncharted territory. It looks like the expedition must have entered into a much less intense phase. Have you had the chance to speak with Mika yet? When he's with people he hasn't met before, he tenses up and stands bolt upright. I really wish he had a little more self-confidence. Is there something else you would like to discuss?
Yeah, people would like Mika. They're just a dime a dozen with such a goofy.
There is still some preparation to do, but don't worry, everything's on track. Actually, while we're on the topic, I have an assignment I'd like to give you. Enjoy the festival to the fullest. Any objections?
I object!
Is there something else you would like to discuss?
Nope.
Goodbye.
Lisa?
As his teacher, I have a duty to give him the best education and guidance that I can. I'll make sure I'm prepared by the time you get back. Go on now, cuties. I'll leave Razor in your hands.
Aww. This is going to end terribly. Bye, brother. They were probably like, bye.
Razor's usually around Wolvendom, right? How do you think he'll react after hearing about this?
Well, one good question deserves another. Razors, where are you?
Hey, look! It's a hunting trap. It looks like the ones that the hunters from Springvale use.
Oh.
Huh? What is it?
Trace of electro energy.
Electro energy? Paimon wonders if it could be Razor. But Paimon thought he was pretty good at avoiding the hunters. Well, anyway, let's follow the traces of Electro and see where they lead.
Like, do anyone... Okay, over here.
Look! There's another trap up ahead! And can you feel that electro energy too?
Huh. Another one.
The electro traces lead deep into Wolvendom. Let's keep going!
Huh. Like, I just hope nothing happens. Trace electro over here, more or less.
Razor! Are you there?
Are you there, buddy? Up here.
All right, the last trap has been set. Razor, thanks for coming with me all this way.
It's okay. My legs are strong.
What is it, Razor?
It smells familiar.
friend from far away.
Razor!
Why? Why are you happy?
Oh, and it's draft too! Are you two hunting together?
Yes, it's almost harvest season, and the boars are venturing into the towns and wineries looking for food. They're trampling crops and destroying the vineyards. Someone could get seriously hurt. The Knights of Favonius came to us asking for help keeping the boars a safe distance away from the population.
I and Uncle Brown Cat catch boars, protect everyone.
Uncle Brown Cat.
Wow, Razor! This is a big step for you. Paimon remembers you used to hide away from the hunters.
You can say that again. Razor was the star of the show this time. He let the wolves know we'd be coming, so we were able to get through Wolvendom without anyone getting hurt.
Helping everyone, helping Lupacall, makes me happy. But much talking. Very tired now.
I'm happy.
Yeah! But, actually, we came here today because we have some really important news.
Oh, I don't know.
Razor, do you mean you don't want to know about your real parents?
I want to know, but don't want to know.
So you do want to know, but at the same time you don't want to know? Sounds complicated.
Like, this is just a topic of 180.
Traveler, come and take a look at the trap I just placed. Let's give Razor some space to process things. Yes, I have some thoughts about this after seeing how Razor reacted. We've been hunting together a lot recently. The kid might not talk much, but still, I feel like I've come to understand him a little over the time we've spent together. Here's what I think. He definitely wants to find out about his parents. It's just that his fear of the unknown is overwhelming everything else he's feeling. I'm a father myself, so I know a thing or two about kids. You know, when Diona was little, if I got back late from a hunt one night, she'd be watching me like a hawk for days afterwards, as if she was worried that I might abandon her.
Do you mean Razor's worried that he was abandoned by his own parents?
Oh, ow.
Exactly. I think that's the heart of it. And if it turns out they did, well, I don't think there's anything we could say to console him. That's not my only concern, though. Razor is developing at his own pace. There are lots of issues that can't be solved all in one go, but he's making progress, one step at a time. But now this thing with his parents is added into the mix. It might push him to want to figure out once and for all where he comes from and where he's going.
Seems like a similar take to Lisa's. Maybe all mature adults think like this, huh? Wait, but then again, Master Jean had a different view. She said it's more about trusting other people and in your own instincts. What do you think?
Like, we beat them for him as friend through this.
Gotcha. Well, knowing that he's got a friend like you to rely on makes me feel much better about this whole thing.
How about this, Bama?
Okay, got it. Right, let's head back. We don't want to keep him waiting. Hey, Razor. So, what are your thoughts?
Still thinking. My heart, it feels strange. Like being stabbed by a wolf hook.
I'm thinking Varka.
Varka? Tall, very strong, likes to laugh.
Do you trust Varka?
Yes, trust. He's very good to me. Give me a name. Teach me to fight. But now, busy with important work. I miss him.
You know, Razor, Varka used up all the paper writing this letter, but he still made sure he found room on the back to add a note for Lisa. He specifically told her to give you the things that your parents left for you. That means that he thinks the items have a special meaning for you. But more importantly than that, whatever happens, the Traveler, Paimon, Lisa, and all your other friends will always be here for you.
Everything will be fine.
That's right. And old Uncle Brown Cat's here to support you as well.
I ain't gonna contrive Uncle Brown.
Okay, thank you. I decide I want to go with you to see teacher.
That's the spirit, kiddo. Well, you folks better be heading off then. I'm just about finished here, so I'll be heading home very shortly myself. I'd better try and get plenty of father-daughter time in before the Vine Laser Fest starts.
Bye, Draft. See you again next time.
This is just so much. I wish I had it. Razor, like this just like get to the ends. A big old get to the ends. I guess that's what happened when you're super lucky.
Whee! Lisa, we brought Razor.
Hello, teacher. I'm here to see the box.
Ah, my little wolf cub's in a good mood. I'm assuming they've discussed the whole story with you already? Here, this is it. The wooden box. I haven't touched it, except for taking it out of the cabinet. When you're sure you're ready, you can open it yourself.
Yes, I am sure.
Oh, this is just a pile of junk. Paimon thought there'd at least be a letter or something. Uh-oh. You don't think that, after all this time, Varka might be getting mixed up between different boxes?
Don't think so.
There is a scent.
A scent? What kind?
A scent I remember from a long, long time ago. It's their scent. Human scent. Father and mother scent.
I just realized something. Like,
Incredible. You still remember scents from all the way back in your childhood.
Wow. You have a really good sense of smell, Razor. Guess being wild by nature has its advantages. Oh, let's see what other leads we can find. This woolen hand puppet looks kinda wonky. Guess it must be handmade, huh? Is this a part from a ruin guard? Wait! Hey, look! This wine bottle is still half full! And there's a note stuck on it. 1,000 wind wine.
Oh, so it's a bottle of 1,000 wind wine?
Teacher, you know?
Of course. 1,000 wind wine was the first kind of wine that Mondstadters ever learned to make, or so they say. As to how it got its name, some say it's a reference to the numerous ingredients used to make it, while others say it's because every bottle tastes slightly different. I remember reading somewhere that there are all sorts of weird and wonderful ways of brewing it, and that it's very difficult to ensure it comes out tasting the same each time. This all makes it impractical to commercialize. Wine merchants are much more comfortable working with reliable, consistent-tasting products. That's why you'll almost never see 1,000 wind wine in the markets or taverns. In fact, it looks like your parents brewed this bottle themselves.
That must mean there's something pretty important about it. Oh, Paimon has an idea! Razor, you got a good nose. Why don't you open it up and take a whiff? Maybe it'll tell you something.
I don't think someone would take it.
Okay.
What? Time to drink up.
Huh. He seems really in the zone. And is that a smile?
Find anything?
Sweet, cold, a little bitter. I like many things all mixed together. But things in wine smell different.
Even you can't tell what it is, Razor?
I will try again.
It's okay, Razor. Don't push yourself too hard. What do we do when we try something and it doesn't work?
Try another way.
That's right. You still remember what I taught you. Oh, it's almost the Vine Laser Fest. Everyone who knows anything worth knowing about wine will be gathering in Mondstadt. Surely someone will know a thing or two about 1,000 wind wine.
idea!
We fair to be coming.
Make sure you don't miss the opening ceremony, cutie. Everyone will be there. Razor, you should go too. It'll be a good opportunity to ask around.
Okay. Ask many people. I will try.
Don't worry, we'll be right there with you. We can be your go-betweens. You know, like you were with the wolves for Draft.
We'll be there with you, just like we promised.
Okay. Then I will go back now. I need to tell Lupercal about Human Mother and Human Father.
Great! See you at the opening ceremony.
As Razor's teacher, I'm so happy to see him taking this first step. And you must be tired from running around trying to find Razor. Why don't you rest here a while? I'll make you a nice cup of tea.
Today's little mini, I go do something. No, yeah. The good thing about all of this, exploration. Now, since we did that, I think that's okay. Was trying to remember which one was which. Fuck guy in the trees. Well, something must have happened. Okay, how about something else? Okay. Like, it is something just trying to finish our quest. The quest line. Here we go. Two of you. One over there. Oh. Barely, just barely. Okay. Barely. Okay. Hey, come on. Transit made fun guy stronger. The rain stops.
Time to go.
Easy. Oh.
One with nature.
Let's see one more, please. 100. Sure thing, Patty. Is that what I think it is? Yes, it is. Nice. Thank you very much.
Let's light it up! Here!
Should know this. Which is somewhere. Is that the west arm? Wait, let's take it with the
Time to go.
We just did 2. So this is the rest of them, huh? There are some signs I know over here earlier. If I didn't get time to look even more impressive from you. The pressure so just I want to watch out in case you get sucked in. That would happy about my hopes. We made an agreement. We made out at the rest stop after healing that very comfortable precious leaves. Then we banished the bad bugs. Go on. Nalia, the fairy contraption was a healer. By the way, what do you mean the fairy contraption branches and leaves? Fairy contraption branches and leaves are everywhere for now. They're giving the machine power to turn back, like way into good rain. Good rain that gives things life. Like how when water flows into stream, then heather into like the branches and leaves gather pieces and pieces are going to fairy contraption. Fairy contraption is no longer the same. It's like broken branches have blocked the rainwater so streams cannot form. Without streams, the lake dries out. What was this guy? When you stopped. What would have strange what even she does say? Does it mean the fairy contraption is anger? I don't think that's the case. That's true, no one has strange with a tantrum when they're hungry anyway. Anyway, we need to hear the branches and leaves first, right? Yes, I'm ready to take my inventory there. Okay, branches and leaves with a boot.
I follow the wind.
Okay, here we go. Okay, someone wanted to heal. Oh, here we go. I thought we'd find a place like this. Oh no, so bitch this look like stone's place out. Oh no. Stone leaves stone branches, they were created by MacGutter. The greater load will get to fill out that. It can channel finance power into the fairy contraption. It's like so the contraption is a big tree. So that has worked, so I don't know. The three leaves need to turn to fairy branch, but I it's not strong enough. I don't think that's smart, do it, just leave this now. I might be able to do it, but I'm gonna go ahead and go to Did you solve the problem first? No, I'll probably leave it to you. Okay. Ah. Okay. Okay. Oh. That should do in the drink. Leave the restaurant photo. But it has been I don't know it will work this time. Suggestion can fail. It will be fun, but this time may not work. Just like the sun was last time and the time before that. But no one knows if it was in the next time. But after sunrise the next time, you can probably say, oh, the sun has risen again. Wait, that's not good. Has sun never risen again? Well, there's no need to be paid. Not just like good like sun. But now it is. Now we return the moon and sun to us. Now I can also do that. Yes, well, this is me. I can't wear any good, don't you worry. To Abantu. Has it worked? Yes, the bridge leaves you are healed. It wasn't festival, I know, Bama. I'm excited to begin of it. Hey, Bama's running away with that. Think it was exercise? No way, you're floating. I don't think so. So it has to be enough to expect control. I think my place like this it's like fish on my 60. But I was very bad, couldn't find it. Has become my days out of the strange rain. So you have a good check on them. They get but keep it as is far. There's a Sava in piece. This week. Let me turn to find like before. You should mind me, you're man. Because fucking spores, because soul sees familiar with things being from soul. I understand, they may not be effect. But time to go check on it. Just dance. Do it, thanks. Go over dreams and dream from there. He never had such a relationship. He has played our music. We just go over it. We can try playing. Rest up. I'm still having fun. I was doing. Rest up out of the healing branches leaves. Good night, babe. Now, I gotta wash it over and. Yeah, you can count on us. So. I see now. Well. Okay, maybe not you. Okay, I think that's good to know. Just a little bit of baby idiots. Okay, I'm using stuff there for a second. That scared me a little. Yeah. I mean, I'm being weird, so I have this feeling like he wants to know, but at the same time, he particularly doesn't. But not much rain also bad. So, go to what? I'm going to say I could, the drill? Oh, is it around something? Take a look around. If they see me. Huh. I couldn't know. I know this guy, I couldn't know. What you want, can I do? Oh, anyway, I put on toys that you would be here. Oh, since I put on you, must be good now. Oh, you've been interested, aren't you? I could know. What if chickens say bad now, eh? He's having just name tricky. Eh, the good now, it's a good now. The good now, say bad now, eh? That's not, don't listen about I'm good now. So the good now is really good now. That's great, I come in the... Not gonna say that. The chicken is much like that. Couldn't let that. Because it's not good. That was so smart. So I can just forget it either. Hey! Smile, Bagman. Big energy. We grass man. You've been trying to look down, Paman. But the fix of the contraption, there should be branches that leave its way in contraption in the spot a minute, right? Just come here happy in case you run into any trouble. I mean, I guess I'm fine. It's everywhere, but you must be careful. There's the best sports ever. Even now it's fine. It's big, maybe strong out back up. Maybe now joking, it has a way. Maybe now joking can help. Get me out to help her in the first place, right? Leave it to us. That's right, Chris. Before we fix the culture, please have find me stone. Never forget, but anyone leaves behind me that can be seen. Since the bad gas arrive, the bus is everywhere. Sometimes I was speaking of videos because we have the same way we see. And let's go to. That's not what bias. Use several. Bias, you mean the fungi in the case that's not what I was very sure. Very strong. We haven't defeated maiden for council with that button. Even that button we can say it's that string. Guess it must be power as a button. What about power? What's that when I come in there was chased by a guy. Yeah, the soul got dug up. Eh? Something dreamed with the bag mouth. It was wet hot and smelled like water flute. What? Yeah, I come in. I don't know what I. Oh no. I mean, I can long time. The sun set the walls back up. It seems like on spot it. That is way too hot. What does it have to do with power? Alright, but just to get there. Like someone power with the power, there's something eaten by a bad guy. Power is small, it's so dangerous. Strong. You know, I was run away first. And leave it behind. Probably what, right? I mean, that's good being good and powerful, but what's this everywhere? You say everywhere, okay? I'm going to use special skill fungi. Catch up. It's not nice to say power as an excuse, I guess. Joker? The second were as I could. We're taking care not long. We know that. So many times already. Taking no good so. That being noise, okay. Use your mind. Oh boy. We're so smart. It's so strange for them to scare forget that 7 times their size. But it's not fine. Of course not. We're gonna sort of strong the Batman, but not as way. We're gonna oversee the safe place when attacked by a fungi. With that being noise, okay. Let's see. No fungi. Good. I always look to your right. Yeah, I always look to your left. Good. Females. Let's go like that. that's a new personality, huh? Yeah, but... Good boy, okay. Must be over there. Okay. But no, it's not fine now. There's many bad guys. They missing my god. The god. There was just one place for a long time, but they're all gone now. Okay. Must be here. Good boy. Okay, over here, my friend. Okay. Don't get spotted, don't get spotted. Yeah, boy. Ooh. Okay. So around here. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Here we go. It says the best design, no good flowers and trees. Very contraption changed because of that. The way seems angry. Ew, this means...
Time to go.
What the? Well, I found a little thing. So that I have left for now. We found him, but I was always that way here for being discovered. I'm several some much devices in the first. So this is maybe so. It looks like a stone movie made by Noah. Now, Trevor, it could help with the passes. Just leave it in the nursery. It'd be easy to ask by. Now, Jaguar. But no, remember, say what they have ever done about big trees, remember, says remember, we do not have enough, we understand. Now we live visible mirrors, that was a returns now, for even know that I never forget, I never forget. But I understand, so maybe since maybe plague, he was also a right moment among us, so they don't forget this. Commercial phones now are like small plants that would never become towering trees. They wouldn't have had tree wings, remember ever. Leave it now, hello, I was a beef and I. But I know it come and now and go. Just like now for now. There are many unknown just like that. How many big trees they found in a many unknown? Many others, just like a many bunches of tree. Go on, remember when I know it names remember. I'm gonna and that's like big and flower leaf. Now, know which tree it is from. What's some special note to know? That's why they model for. Same specific comment with how statue of 7. And I wouldn't let him story. You know what she looks at? I said, it's possibly the skill of the place. Man, they could be level like statues too, so. If they have any. If any are good enough. No, they aren't good, just too fast for you. Alright, guess we can go ahead and finish capture pages they leave now, right? Yes, I can bring Trigger Bomber down. And the bunch together and
the wind knows me.
No wait. Sorry buddy, I'm climbing this thing. Okay. Okay. Is it, do you think?
I fall. Cheer!
Okay, so it's lower there. Just here. Supposedly. Okay.
Propagate!
Ow.
Yeah.
There we go. There. Back and footing. Help somebody! Okay, someone here. Is this it? Oh, here we go. Sweet, wow. We managed to find this place, but I couldn't lead it the way. Wait, what are the leaves? About to see it. The leaves are near this big tree, but Funko will find it the way in. So this place is safe. We can just wait for us here. I'm gonna. But don't we just need to make the leaves on 3 stones tall towards the patch, right? Thank you, Nigel. Okay, I'm take that. Oh boy. Well, okay. Yeah. Shit. Okay, where did the that thing go?
Time to go.
Here we go. Here we go. Jeez. Are you leading me to run that well?
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
I mean, I could. Well, it must be easy, so. Yeah, easy. I gotta run back. We need to handle the rest from here, though. Thank you, Nandra. I don't know what to do. Sorry, everything will be fine here. Join the number soon. Once the running control is fixed, but now we must be eliminated from the server. Besides, the monument of an has recovered by myself. I think Ghost's house will be available by now. That was the time for now. I come to find out. Now I have my noses together then. But now, Jane and I finish can still see it too. Although the all exist stories, noses you talk about also become discerned because of my Noah. Everyone wants to feel the noses with flowers. Now I have forgotten. I know. It's fine. Now I can see the flowers. I could not. Now, Dragon Paimon, thank you for going. We'll forget. We'll turn to the rest stop now. But then we'll be happy to know. Mommy's darkly. And Dragon Paimon, return to the rest stop? Without a show. Oh, good night. Feel so safe. Watch when. Now, Dragon Paimon, you eat it. Bye bye, guys. Back to the rest stop.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the...
Yeah, sweet. Well...
It stops.
Well, it's this... Do that. Speed Okay, let's get over here. just need to go here and then take a right. And you find the destination you looked. Thank you for using this GPS. We suck, by the way. We're wondering why you used us. Well, we don't care. We are here to pay, so that's all that matters.
Time to go.
If only GPS were literal. If only GPS was literal. Should be around here. Let's take a look. Aw, the guy's a fancy. Hey, winning god. And now there's something that flies? Yeah, Mama is Mama. Hey, Mama can fly. Oh, hey, he's struggling. Must be about clothes. Speaking of which, don't seem afraid of us, I don't. Good night, I say. Brand new set. Well, but the extra access to come. No matters. If you wonder how I'm again, you would have time when big iron truck was still moving. Well, yeah, the show would be in the con that you didn't know with that down. Wait, hold on, we wouldn't do anything like that. Why not? Rapping was the enemy. Attack from both sides is good tag. Tactic. If animals do when hunting. You have what? Get a confused, Mama? And we would do what he didn't know with the down. I know our friends have that. Yeah, that's right. I know our friends. We will hold our friends. It doesn't seem distraught. But I don't think she did end of the line. I know that's such strange tempers. Oh, wait, I've been saying that because it's very bad. He mustn't use a glove to defend the wound gun over. Who knows if I could? Yeah, of course. Power knows is that thing really powerful ability. Right, Power feels like he's looking down upon me. Those fuckers on the side. Here with the wooden cut charger, we should be able to find a bunch and some leaves here, right? And does the Power see them? What leaves? They're more like woods? Really? Is that true? But I don't say it. The phone capture gets power from woods since I'm straight throughout for now. Oh, wait, that can't make sense. The woods are underground. So many iron tracks here do not belong in anywhere. To go down, it must defeat iron tracks are very strong, but Gunnar is also not weak. Which Choma has different counts being iron tracks already. Oh, there, but I want to see how strong that is. Where did he put on the ground? Would he already gone to a wood gun? That's fine. Wait for us over there, he's too quick. Now, try to see out his skills. I shall show you my skills.
Here, germinate!
Some sort of acting like this.
Propagate!
I wonder. There we go. I do have to say, it's like,
Propagate!
I was getting a lot of damage in.
Scatter!
Fire uppercut. I was hoping you drop stuff. Here we go. I challenge you, monster. We shall battle to the death. Only one of us may come out alive.
Propagate!
There we go.
Spring forth! Scatter!
Very nice. Can't go to now and get back. Of course we can, right? Over there, cat. Okay. You're the third and final brother. I must challenge you in order to restore glory to my ancestors.
Scatter!
Like this. You know they miss at all.
Propagate! Germinate! Scatter!
For my family! For my ancestors!
Propagate!
I'm a fan. I mean, you have some skill. He plays us. Hey, come here, go underground now. Follow me. Let's follow quickly. I just found the water. We go under the water. It's not been there for a long time. Everything has changed. Maybe that was a big under ago. And by it smells iron. Bad smell. Be careful. Strike. No need film. But I'm inside. I'm going weak. But careful. Mushrooms might eat you. And that will look compared to it. We made it on our before, but I doesn't think anyone like anything. We won't go out with one blow. But I know it's too late at my hand. I can undershine to be a big iron joke before complete. So I go so very powerful in the past. But what about now? Now it's just not in the now. That's why we must train. If I train our colleague, we should go on how to use our colleague to live in for. If you could, Pamela, I live at Pamela. What pretend? I'm carrying you, Pamela. You get everything to Pamela. It's true. A good thing ain't a bad thing. Kids out, but we need to do a fire device. Make water go away. Can I go out and go animals? So, but no water. So, look around. Okay, look around. Fine, make it, man. Really? Anyway, let's go down. Scanner. You might use the wing grinder. Things might be somebody. No, what am I saying? Like, very much that just to keep going. Ooh. Hello. Oh. Two. Good thing I have now a record then. Meaning I need to use one of you guys. Simple. I'll move on. Thank you. Get my fuck back though. So just push it with the iron checks on. Careless, Power. If it was a dangerous hour, you would get in trouble. So just too careless, Power. Straight, we can strong as it, but shouldn't be strict on itself, not to others. Have strict requirements for us. Starting tomorrow. Still much here. Now we need to make 3 other rocks to face it. 2 of them was out of Power's mouth. That's entirely, I know, it doesn't use many of us, it's an understanding though. But do it, it's I say. I bet things a lie. I bet it does not much. Think much. I bet knows how to protect. I'm only protect from Fana with that Fana. It's all waiting that. I know black man, you Fana contraption. But what says enough of that Fana? Mainstream basically it's just Saba anymore. There's no, it's so many years since that. Enough time for a small city to go to a tiny tree. No, we leave Fana, we never return. It wasn't here and find contraption again. But now, for basically it's just Saba. For now, Fana. But Kizzy. I bet we never made Fana, but stories remember Fana. I bet there's nothing much as I bet knows that he must be cast to protect Fana. Now Fana is not like here, but Fana can steal Fana contraption. Yep, we have about to. Something's wrong with the smell of iron. Naturally, we believe this. We're here. Since I'm aware, power shows in one of the first of theirs. There's something around here for 3 scattered leaves. This is just way too easy. I knew it! Knew it! I knew it! One of them was about to come by.
I'm going in!
Get! One down. Let you come to me. Yo. I could let him just deal with all
Let's
this.
light it up!
Wind Strider!
Everybody stand!
Get. Just 2 of you guys? Good thing I might have it out. 2 years so. Probably some games. We're getting in trouble. Alright, Bama's guy. Guess I'm here to do that job too, you know. Yeah, cost should be gone or something against transport. After all, we ourselves are there. Not joking, but I said to find out not epic. Who's I just it's making no sense. I would take the sense. Probably come on, sensible. I hope you would, Bama. It's tomorrow. That's time for now. Tomorrow in the Neverland. Every this here. Get those happening. Yeah. Ooh. You want some closer here and capture. What's here that will be in some inevitables. Anyway, just think about it. Make bombs and no siege. Provide wind water. Would not be black rain over me. So many spores. Should be still might be mushrooms. Be careful, Mama. You might get in by that. Like I couldn't. Yes, Mama, be careful. We know I need to be here. We told you to stop. Do. Let's go together. Stay for now. Travel along together and safe. Be careful. No, Dragon Bone. Don't be so careless. May I couldn't wash yourself it. Well, that was easy.
Rain. If only it could cleanse the corrupt
souls of this
world.
And that was... I was expecting more... like the other Warning Gods. Like, good thing nothing else happened. And if you think about it...
Time to go! Into the wind!
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm pressing the wrong button.
No pain, no gain.
Here we go. Turn away. Just yep.
What?
This is... yeah, I had to. Which one? Play some music. I know you're a good teen, right? It might be. What do you mean by that? Because one might be dream or dream of an eye, or the strings of a musical instrument. Huh? What do you say? Well, you just say, did you? I can probably guess. But this was me saying get transformed into many other things. No problem. Like, yeah, good now. It's my flying thing here. Good night. Every time. Papa's not flying. Small flying thing. Wait, Papa's actually flying there. Anyway, Papa's smart. Papa, good now is also named. That's struggle in idiot. I put him towards that you look over dreams. He started to check upon it. You can tell but I couldn't find. All of his dreams fine, and most of the dreams are also fine. I said I can talk to her about it. Or maybe not. You don't mean to hear the very fun contraption that was close. Papa was almost laid by nose. Could you happen that it doesn't feel laid by my nose? Just want to know that. Either it wasn't all because I'm not. I would call up and say, distant from now on doesn't mean I doesn't know how I can meet with him. You just don't know how to communicate, I know. So try to find the local scouts and learn to communicate. And I mentioned, I don't communicate anyone? What do you think, smart flying thing? If Colonel doesn't know, then what would smart flying thing know? Why don't you just ask a message and connect? Give takes how even annoying communicating with you. What do you want to learn? Now it's now Power's power, and now it's now. Oh, I guess it's a power wants to join the sea and be buried into the soul. No, so Colonel want to become a sea? If it's possible, sure. That's not the sea, thanks to me, for you. We almost forgot what we came here. It's for Festival Saba. We need to heal the fairy treasure for Festival Saba, so that the weather will turn no more, there'll be no more of those masters for. But that's right. For the second Saba, Festival Saba, for the second of the center of Blue Earth, it was good. Suppose by mushrooms can be wooden by too. Much rain, mushrooms can be difficult to cook. So keep it clear now. We're gonna heal the fairy contraption. Come really good. And the point. Shh. So am I, do. I need just a couple of you.
Let's light it up! Here!
The wind knows me.
Take your pass.
You're in for a little shock.
Here. And that gives me this.
What do you think, cutie?
Something. Higher. Whee!
Time to go.
Thank you. Here we go. With a victory, exit, wind breathing, keep your own, dress your tune. Second Jose, I got to but whatever. Speaking of which, special thing that this place will be so large on is like, this one that mean was same, more than means the eye. Also, just in power, just impressive and different from other places. Look for leaves and in the edge of an contraction in a place like this. It's here, but it's not here. We can hear voices, smell, but it's fans, but probably can't find. Who's ever? Then what about me? Same man in clip-based now, Sunday. What have I dropped? Thousand dreams, fragments on the lake book surface. Sounds impressive. Wait, you see Power's line joke. No, I'm talking to my mind. Yes, there is scanning. That's what mushroom, but I can't imagine that. That's why he's kind of think what happened. Best thing I have never does. Gonna get me more clear. Anyone who could find leaves of any contraption. In dreams! I say so in the first place. Well, in the first place. Well, in the first place. But I know it's why I can say all of her, son. Each of the videos we look for is looking. Yes. answer questions asked directly. No, over there, on the other side. That's just going in. Ain't problems defending. If it's easier to be, same thing, because we can't be counter. Let's find the location. By most way by. So, Link's branches lives invisible, yet visible. Okay, see visible. Blah blah blah. And. Yeah, let's do that. Dress her. Let's skip my just answer this one, would you? I'm sorry you take it so long. Okay, one over here. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay, one down here. Yep, when that wound card is. And I water.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Clouds high, the birds call. One with nature.
There we go.
Everybody stand back!
Almost there. I believe that should do it, however. No, this will help. If I can land on that damn thing. Here we go. Okay.
I follow the wind.
Oh, there we go. That should do it. Let's ace the dream and go look for him, shall we?
Time to go.
I forgot we are in a dream. There. Here we go. And now let's exit this dream because I'm awake. Good thing that we have this. And another good thing, we have Lisa. Be back! I gotta hurt you. Those rivers have turned into a chatter tune, but merged into great flow sound. Steenie, you have baggage. We be carrying on. I could do now. Dun. Video. There should be any problem now, but almost beginning to heal the thing I'm charged to, or everyone's will be full sports. Just think about Max Power. Achoo! Make a feeling that I know I have no extra sports. How are you not offended at all? Life and offended, I can just suppose on too small, but not meant to catch. control was broken. Finally, they have so many mushrooms so ill for control can make everything better. Except, nah. Thanks for showing it, but find a way to do it. I'm trying that fun. Why are you asking that all of a sudden? I'm saying that it was good. Boom, now together we are seeing the control. Put away black rain and mud. Put back the sun and moon. Now, I was happy. Now, here the Venom control. You were good and better now, right? But is it now Venom something from long ago? Long time ago. Not return to Venom is a completely different now. Smell. I don't know. No, man, no, but I must talk about. This is my thing. I'm true. This is just showing me happiness. This Mama almost happy when she is with Joku, and if Joku leaves, probably what I now finally left the force. I must be ready to ask that myself. I have something else. Can you go back alone? What to do next? Now that was... It just one thing after another, like, that was way too easy. Like, one was fine, was... And Misana wasn't donated to it. Dreamers.
A fateful offering.
Really count. Anywho, I think it's about time we go back. And my quest.
This scenery is wonderful.
Yeah.
Early enough to convince any.
Something like that. It has to be more than 2 days, like, come on. This is... I have no idea, was it? Well, I could say, like, we better heal a lot of things going.
Wanderer.
Hello! No. I just realized something. A wind spree, okay. There we go.
Thank you, everyone, for your patience. I am pleased to announce that this year's Weinlese Fest has officially begun. We hope the residents of Mondstadt and visitors from all over will enjoy the magnificent wines and experience the joy of the harvest. When Windcoming Day arrives, we will hold a grand toasting ceremony to welcome the Animo Archon Barbados back home. Let the wind lead!
Let the wind lead!
Razor, you're here already!
So many people.
Come on, let's sneak out of here. There's someone we gotta find.
Find? Who?
Just some tone-deaf bard. But he's also a know-it-all and loves nothing more than drinking, so he might actually be able to help.
Ah, the drunkard. Weinfest is the best festival for bards. Sipping fine wines while singing your heart out. It's laughable and that's how it's supposed to be. It's a perfect festival for getting those creative juices flowing. And we hope my point finds fans from Instrument Cake by check out as well. Wow! It nicely tied to back in the day. Hi, George. Something to drink? Buy some beverages. And hit loot. You must check everything. Okay, Fenty. What do you say?
Hey, tone-deaf bard!
been a while.
Traveler! Paimon! How do you do? I had a feeling I'd run into you soon, during this most enchanting of festivals.
Spoken like a true poet. But reading between the lines here, if one bottle is tipsy and two is merry, just how many is enchanting exactly?
Oh, don't say that. This festival has so much more to offer than just drinking. Anyway, hey Razor, how have you been?
All right. I have a question.
Yeah, Razor has something he wants to ask you about. Know anything about Thousand Wind wine?
Ooh, now there's a name that takes me back. Let me think. How long has it been since I last heard someone mention Thousand Wind wine?
Razor's parents left him a box with a half bottle of wine inside, and there's a label on it that says Thousand Wind wine. We heard there's a lot of history behind this type of wine, and the brewing methods go way, way back. So we figured you'd be a good person to ask.
It smells good, but don't know what's inside.
I see. So you want to know how Thousand Wind wine is made? Well, you came to the right person. I happen to know a little rhyme called, well, as it happens, Thousand Wind wine. I was going to save it for Windcoming Day, but far be it from me to deny an early serenade to a friend in need. How about it? Shall I recite it for you?
A song. Not easy to understand, but still want to hear.
Excellent answer. Then, hear it you shall. Fill up the barrels and store them away. Then wait for a windier day. Wax the bottles, seal them tight, for the south wind that soothes, for the north wind that bites. How does this fine wine taste to the tongue? As Mondstadt to the ear, like a sweet dream of freedom. And what are the fruits that went into the brew? An explorer's courage, a love tender and true. A defender's will, strong as yesteryear, joining the thousand winds in a song of good cheer. Turning sour into sweet, bitter notes fade away, as we wait for a windier day. Thank you so much for the applause. Was the rhyme of help to you?
Like wine. A little sweet, but now head spinning. Don't understand.
Don't worry, it's not just you. That was supposed to be about winemaking, but it didn't give a single detail about the process.
Maybe that's why a lot of wind.
Well, maybe it's a little abstract and romanticized, but that's one of the defining features of Mondstadt poetry.
Okay, so let's try to pin this down. What did the poem say the ingredients are? An explorer's courage, a love tender and true, a defender's will, and the thousand winds? Nope, Paimon has absolutely no idea what any of these refer to. Look, Tone-Deaf Bard, you clearly know what the whole thing means, so could you do us a favor and at least give us a hint?
You misunderstand me. I'm not trying to make you work for it or anything, but the lyrics are what they are. If there's anything they left out, even I can't fill in the blanks. If you want to know the secret behind this sweet scent, you might have to start by rolling up your sleeves.
Rolling up our sleeves? You mean we need to go and make this wine for ourselves? And somehow that'll teach us everything we want to know? This better not be a prank!
We've known each other for so long, and you still don't trust my intentions? The pain.
I trust. I want to try. I want to make wine and find answers. If I know how to make wine, then I know what is in Father and Mother's wine.
Actually, maybe we understand.
Right. I want to know about them.
Well, if you say so, Razor, guess we'll have to take Tone-Deaf Bard's word on this one. We'll give it a try, and as first-time winemakers, there's no shame if it turns out bad.
Right?
Don't worry, really. Freedom is the key here. It's not as hard as you might think. As long as you add ingredients to the mix in a spirit of joy and sincerity, I promise you will reap the rewards you wish for.
I will tell Poem to teach her. Then I need to think alone.
That's the spirit. So, how about we meet again in 2 days? Let's say same place right here?
Okay, I will remember. See you then.
Okay. Finally. Autumn classes. Having trail. Unlocks an hour.
Ah, good. I was hoping we might get to chat some more.
That's on the Windless Fest.
I am fond of each and every one of Mondstadt's festivals. But if I'm honest, Vinelaser Fest has an extra special place in my heart.
Why?
You know, the Animo Archon goes into a slumber after the west wind dies down, leaving the north wind to blow during the winter. Which means this festival is the big feast before the winter slumber. I wouldn't worry yourself too much about him. Staying true to their journey and discovering joy and freedom for themselves is what Mondstadters do best. The same goes for you. You have to find the thing that makes you happy. Mostly because your happiness is very important to me. You need a refresher? Okay. Fill up the barrels and store them away. Then wait for a windier day. Wax the bottles, seal them tight, for the south wind that soothes, for the north wind that bites. How does this fine wine taste to the tongue? As Mondstadt to the ear, like a sweet dream of freedom. And what are the fruits that went into the brew? An explorer's courage, a love tender and true.
I mean, that's why.
A defender's will, strong as yesteryear, joining the thousand winds in a song of good cheer. Turning sour into sweet, bitter notes fade away, as we wait for a windier day. See you around. Remember, there's no rush. Take your time, and you'll find all the answers that you're looking for.
Nice.
Time to go.
Try the best wine in town.
Well, let's do autumn classes. Hunter Empire chase the first best way. Student. Okay, this seems like just quest stuff. Yeah. So let's do one. But the cat tells? I mean, we've been only. That's rare. More than 10% away from Windless comes by, so Mr. White will give us some time under the no booze house at the wine. My father exists which my head, so I think that she would pass a festive, it's just one of the business. She's probably up someone drinking and have a good time as we speak. Nice. Love the decorations.
Time to go.
Sweet melodies. Here we go. Hey, what's up? Mr. Hunter, please take me with you. I'll be helpful, I promise. Hey, calm down. We could do the hunting first person now, but we can't have someone who doesn't have any hunting experience. What should I do? My parents and my paper gone took out with first spell disappearing into the winds. When the long rest, you took what happened? Just to let you time and chill, like the person why he might have a solution for it. I bet. So everyone knows I own them for my sense, but capital and happy to help. So what do you need help with? Well, first, happy if for some reason there aren't enough hunters to deal with them, so we can find teams who are willing to capture forest spells. Someone wants to join, but judging what few people are physically suited for such tasks. Do you want to join the hunt? I might be loving with the matchup, but if any danger when charged towards you, yep. Gets much of that. Unless you're agile, I mean. But creature legend has appeared here right here after all. Creature legend? It's fun talking about one main force species that happened a few days ago. I haven't mentioned when I was chatting with them earlier. Since some first before, but are they really that special? Because as far as I know, top fosters are breeding that has been over hundreds. Snowbound. Some adventurers recently claimed to have traces him in tracks, but the academy will be at large. Do not believe me that do inconsistent side reports. Oh, hide it for me. I am Andrew student for the summer academia. I have not decided on something in my graduation paper, so I can take a break at 10 winless fest. I know it's sick of me with fine cookers if there's species to extent. I'm sure you make my paper writing process a lot easier. Just to me, I do also find my academics which may have similar words. But the health is quite better for everything, so for the sake of the Saturday, bring him along. We've been enjoying the captures in his place. We'll be able to capture photos of most of my visit. Also feels of some times I have little stresses. But for pictures, I can never offer paying of it, so. We're just funny. So, travel ahead and get your photos soon. See you somewhere in place before she comes to. Give me hands to choose and teach you how to use. Ready, and let's go. Let's get it going. You must expel for the no one's had to do it. Give it numerous points. At all, I'm been within the area. Have to get read for sounds. Under shield, also damage foe spells. They will also damage. Areas. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Shit. Spider be good. Snowbear. There we go. Okay. Yeah, go. There we go. Why, hello there. Well, here we go. I need this. Come on, let me get this for 4,000. Thank you. Capture blockers. Okay. Event details. 500. Dude, really? Looks like easy. Yo! Wow. And 100,000. Okay. Nice. Well. Wait. Let's see where this thing brings us.
Time to go.
I waited so long, my brave fans seized this awesome opportunity to explore the art of adventure with me. Try to surprise yourself. Art of adventure? Probably don't completely understand what you're saying, but it sure sounds impressive. Can you explain? Of course, what I know is you. You fought storms there in the skies. In the ever-dangerous Commissioner Shredder, battle of Heat has bridge over unknown mess. With you ladies, Charles, everyone should be fighting with this great event. I never heard of them before. Such titles usually consumed but one drinks, campfires, and for children's bedtime stories. They'll pass on by word of mouth, so it's normal for you to not have heard of them. Person encourages me adventures, giving them more adventure, keeps getting stronger. It's become the favorite master, and the adventure skill already has. That's my titles. When mentioned, calling it the Great Bama, like as a bird feathers, and Finland's no wind itself. Describes the small agile by while Finland's no appetite. Which upon night of boss. So idea. Some ideas of a chuck. Yeah, but since they got Bama the Great Bama, it sounds impressive, right? I don't remember it. Remember it. So no matter what you request it, Bama the Great Bama, the hero shredder, and combine treasures commission, Bridger, we're happy out. And mention adventure something but surprised just up. So guild holding special charge effect. Absolutely, you probably heard the Adventurers Guild after the whole special training for new modes. This one happens to conclude the Winning Fest. Occasionally happens to rest win by some special Omega. And the Monka gets trained abilities of Adventures. And we explain what it's like to become strong, it gives them go to work source. Cyrus has appointed me to scout the areas where everyone has been scouted and face monster been slow. Adventures especially the trials need to use special and Omega to defeat enemies and improve the skill as a greater has. So we'll look forward to it. Really exciting! What's right? Balance we like it. I lost to eat drink, so best of them excellent. So let's give it a go. If it presents the trial, a lot of adventure will come to see. First challenge ever is go for it. Have a good meeting with I just say all the adventures. Hello, Benny. Beer skin. Okay. Somewhere over there. Got it. Somewhere up here. They made buffs by sublimed, charged powerful bonus 3 by time buffs, 1 different bonus numbers of 10. Okay. Has 5 enemy camps. The camps will have wing cover salaries which camp quickly. 5 camp each cover will have nemesis. The positivity Kevin Shiz used by everyone with care.
Into the wind!
There we go.
You're okay. Get. Hit. The wind knows me.
And away! There we go, there we go.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain. One with nature,
Way to do that, buddy.
as one with wind and cloud! The
There we
wind
go.
knows me.
So it's pretty much how fast can you beat the enemies. Easy.
Clouds hide. The birds call. Into the wind.
Yep. Hit. He. Here. Ha. He. Hup. Yep.
There we go.
Time to go. The wind knows
You knew.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Wind strider. Time to go.
Never seen you before. In this section.
Follow the wind.
Nine. After all, there's probably gonna have to end. I have to wait for a few extra days to get all of the story complete. Hello. Then you.
As one with wind and cloud.
Adventure time!
Oh boy.
Let's light it up! Off we go! I'm going in!
Into the wind.
Here we go. I think this is a little bit better. Oh, crap.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Time to go.
Finally. I do have to say now, pretty far apart. You're the head honcho.
Clouds hide. The birds come.
Let's light it up! Off we go!
The wind knows me.
Good thing.
Time to go.
Everybody stand back!
Here they're my intros. Now they are now dead.
Wind strider. Propagate.
Ow! I'm going in!
And that's done. Oh. Let's see. Logs in 2 days. Logs in 1 hour and 1 day. Visit Blessed. Okay. Wind spell. After triggering an element reaction, it's increase an element mastery. That's probably good for Sino. Probably real good. And who knows, maybe I get it up there. Easy and not too complicated.
Adventure time!
Well, I'm gonna have to end stream here. But first, let's find someone trade. Is there anyone you in particular you want?
Yes, you! Come over here.
About a little bit of Genshin Impact. Would that be alright with you, Jack? Or do you insist in Pacific you want me to raid? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
I'm so sleepy.
Okay.
It's time to deliver.
Oh boy. A Fiji. Like, that would seem like a good one. Any objections? I don't know.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Yeah, well.
I'm so sleepy.
Do you want power?
If I can spell name correctly. Here we go. She's doing some sort of subathon.
It's time to deliver.
Not sure. But anywho, say hi to her. Thank you, and when we return, we're gonna do the rest of the rest of this event. Like, it's getting pretty good, especially with Where's the Parents. Anyway, stay lucky.
There are